9 years after the Anti-Corporal Punishment Act passed, according to it, teachers were not allowed to punish any students. Students were misusing this act and bullying was all around. The 2 years earlier a teacher was killed by their own student. So the education system passed Teachers Protection Act. Kyungmin is going to his school but suddenly a boy fall from the building. His name is Daesung Park. He did suicide because of bullying. Then we see Kyungmin was also being bullied at school. He went to his teacher for asking his help but because of this act teachers ignored him. Then police came to school for investigating on suicide, but the matter was closed by saying that the boy did suicide because of study pressure. Then we see Kyungmin trying to jump from the building. He saw someone was sitting beside him. He introduced him as a new teacher and asked him to take him to teacher's room. Suddenly a boy came and kicked Kyungmin and started beating him, but this time the new teacher grabbed his hair and slapped him. Boy threatened him that they will viral his video and he will go to prison, but teacher didn't stop and started beating him badly. He took out his metal rod and started spanking him. Then he hit school principal for letting these kind of things go. Then the teacher Wajin introduced himself that he is going to improve this school.
Then we see principal trying to bribe him that Daesung did suicide because of study pressure, but he refused and left to Daesung class. In classroom Byung-soo was being bullied. He was forced to drink alcohol. Then Wajin enters the classroom and took roll call. Then he smelled alcohol from his cloth but soon identified that he was forced to drink it, and then he pulled boy's lip and threw him out and beat him. Then he introduced himself again that government has sent him to teach bullies. He again took roll call but Junggae make everyone sit down. He is son of a politician and he is the boss of everyone. Junggae threatens him that he can't even touch him otherwise he will lose his job. Principal was outside the classroom and warned Wajin about him that he is the son of politician. But Wajin didn't cared about him and started beating him. Wajin told principal to call every teacher as everyone has to work together to solve this school problem. Junhyung was lying on the ground. Wajin gave bats, rods, poles to every teacher and said he will take every blame if problem arises. Then we see teachers beating bullies all around school for their behavior. Everyone was smoking on the roof and asking Junhyung why he is not doing anything. Junhyung told them that this law is passed by the leader and everyone thinks that it's our mistake, we should be punished, and his father is in no condition to help them. So he said we have to deal with this ourselves. They called a boy and beat him up. Then we see Wajin smoking and the boy asked for his help, but suddenly he took out a knife and stabbed Wajin. Wajin breaks boy's arm and take him to the room. He took out his shirt for stitching the wound and we saw that his body is full of cuts and scars. The boy tells why he did this. He told about Daesuk's suicide, that Daesuk and Junhyung never talked to each other, but one day a teacher stopped Junhyung from sleeping in class. Junhyung was about to slap his teacher but Daesuk stood up and slapped him. From then everyone started bullying Daesuk in school. He became the loser of class. Not only that, his father was fired from his government job and they were about to come on street. Junhyung said that he will only stop bullying him when Daesuk will die. Boy told Wajin that Junhyung is king because of his father. Then they went to the rooftop. Wajin taught something to Boy and he punched out Junhyung and Wajin beat rest of the guys. Then he showed his father news that he is caught in sex scandal and bribe and now has no power. Then it is shown that this was part of Teachers Protection Act. Then Junhyung past is shown that how he was treated like a garbage at home, but in school everyone treated him as a king because of his father's position. Even after suicide they left him because of his father. But now when he has lost his power everyone started bullying Junhyung. He is being treated the same way as he was treating others. He was beaten at school as well as home by his father. Junhyung wants to kill everyone. He used gasoline to burn the school but Wajin arrived there and started the fire. Junhyung was trapped in fire and asked for help, so Wajin used a fire extinguisher. He told Junhyung that now he feels the same way as others, but all of this doesn't matter as Daesuk will not return. Next day Wajin comes to news and reported everything about Daesuk. Junhyung and all the bullies were arrested and his dad was removed from his party. Then we see Gangseok, the current education head and former political head, talking with assistant. How everyone is talking about Wajin technique. Then we see Junhyung father, he is cursing Gangseok for leaking his scandal. Gangseok scold him that he should have raised a better son. Then the scene shifts to Gangseok interview. Everyone was against this act, but he said that every child has right to study in a safe environment. Wait for part 2. Complete 100 likes on this video and I will upload the next part.